Hey, Tony Gasson here. Now, another great topic came to me from one of my clients, and this is the beauty about me doing the $125 special is I get to talk to so many more people because it being more affordable, and that helped me keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on. Now, the first thing I will say is on my other channel, the reality show channel, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you watching this and you have not subscribed, I think the link is in the description of this video. If not, I'm gonna put it there and you'll see it's called Love Levels is the name of the channel. Love Levels Experience, I believe it is. And we getting ready. We trying to film in DC, Philly, and New York early December. So if you want to be in a discussion, you single, you want to be in a discussion, male or female, email casting@tonygaskins.com. Casting@tonygaskins.com. And also, if you got an Airbnb or nice apartment, we could shoot you a few dollars to film at, or house or whatever, or a film crew up there, send all the information, casting@tonygaskins.com. But I want to share this with y'all, and let me help you understand something, ladies, because a lot of times y'all may not realize this, but every man that's a good man, decent man, wants and has a vision of retiring his mama or his parents and sitting his wife down if she want to sit down. Like, that's just in us naturally. Like, we got an innate desire to want to do that. And I know that may be contrary to popular belief, but every man want to be able to do that. And one of the things, and if a man can't retire his parents, he want to be able to sit his wife down, because if y'all have kids or you adopt kids, or even if you just got some busy and hectic dogs or cats, he wants you to be able to be there for the family. He wants you to be able to focus on what really matters, and that's your family, your household, over everything, like over a corporate job, over somebody else's job. But what you got to realize is if you come home with $50,000 or more as a woman, that is a huge asset to a man. Because, and so everything you make over that, like everything you come home with over 50 grand, is even more reason to be very intentional. Now, I don't believe in men having prenups, because as men, I feel like we need some stakes on the line. Like, we need skin in the game. If we know that we can go and cheat and we protected by a prenup and we ain't got to lose nothing, we will do that. And so I don't believe in men having prenups, meaning I don't have a prenup. And it's not that I'm against prenups. If a man got all this he need to protect or whatever, go ahead. You don't trust a woman, you don't trust yourself, go ahead. Me, I'm more so, I put it on the line. Like, if I lose it, I lose it. Like, it is what it is. But that's the kind of stakes that I like to be under, though. And everybody ain't built like that. Some guys, they worry about it. Like, if me and my wife was to go through a divorce, God forbid, and the court gave her 50% and I had to give her alimony, spouse support, it is what it is. Like, I'm a grind. For one, I would not remarry anyways. I would live like Apostle Paul. I would be abstinent. I would not be on OnlyFans and watching porn. I would live like Apostle Paul and become the greatest whatever that God called me to do. And the divorce would not be because of me either. It would be because of my wife. That's another stake that I put on myself, meaning that I'm not finna go out here and cheat. I'm not finna go out here and beat. I'm not finna run her off. Like, if we went through a divorce, it'll be because of something she did, because of her walk with the Lord wasn't all the way there. And I speak that and I claim that and I live that, and that's the stakes that I put on it. And so there are men like me that think like that and move like that. But at the same time, there are a lot of men that don't think like that. They want them a prenup. They want them a woman that make money. My wife doesn't work for anybody else. She worked for us, but she don't work for another job. They want them a woman to have a job, to have money. And here's the thing, what you got to realize, and especially if the man earns less than you now, if the man earns less than you, you got to be even more careful. If he earns less, he got to do everything else perfect. You can't put up with no red flags if a man earns less than you. Like he can't have no red flag. Can't have no pink flags either. He need to have green flags if he make less money than you. Meaning he got to be chivalrous, he got to be kind, he got to be temperate, he got to be patient, he got to be loving, he got to be helpful, he got to be handy. Like he got to, and when I say handy, that's subjective. I'm not really handy, but I get on YouTube and learn something, or I pay somebody else to come and do it. A lot of women, they would like a man to be handy and all of that, but y'all need to get over that. Okay, it don't really mean nothing. A man who work with his hands mean he make less money. You gonna make money working with your brain than you is working with your hands, unless you just get lucky and you strike gold and then boom, you could have some type of HVAC company or something like that. But that's very rare. Every man ain't gonna be able to dominate the city doing plumbing and HVAC and all of that. It's gonna be a certain amount of spots for y'all, and you got to work with your hand. But then once AI go to doing the stuff, then you're gonna be out the job. So if you don't know how to work with your mind, you're gonna be out the job. So you need to look at this man and say, does he have ambition? Does he have character? Does he have drive, which is also ambition? Is he smart, or is he willing to work? He need to be one or the other. He need to be very smart to where he could print money, or he need to be willing to work to where he gonna work 12, 16-hour days. Like he gotta have the intangibles if he don't have the tangibles. If he don't have the money. And I'm gonna tell you like this right here. If you're a woman and you make 50 grand or more, and that's even if he got a job. Even if he got a job, because one thing about having money, it don't mean that you got money. Having money don't mean you got money, because as men, we bad with money. On average, we bad with money. And bad with money go both ways. A man is either way too frugal or he way too liberal with his money. But men are bad with money. It's really no middle ground. He either spends too little or he spends too much. But having a man who got the perfect balance of 6 months to 12 months worth of saving put up, and he also will go buy his wife an $11,500 Chanel bag, it really does not happen unless he is a billionaire or a multimillionaire. And if it's millions, the money need to be something that he can make money for the rest of his life. If it's temporary like an athlete, then he got to be very good with finances. Like it ain't no 12 months worth of living. He gonna need 3, 4, 5 years put up while he making the millions. And when I say that much put up, I mean like if y'all want to live off 200,000 a year, even if he making 10 million, if y'all want to live off 200,000, 500,000, he gonna need to put up 5, 6 years. Because when he done playing that sport, or his music go to not being hot no more, y'all need time to keep a certain type of lifestyle while he learn and figure out his next moves. And that's what you got to realize. But a man being good with money, just like right down the middle, is very rare. It does exist, but it's very rare. And because I know billionaires, I wouldn't say billionaires, multi-millionaires who will be billionaires, but multi-millionaires who still struggle with money. And they Caucasian. It's not just a black thing, Hispanic thing, whatever you want to call it, minority. It's not just that. It's people of all kind of stuff that struggle. I'm gonna call in 13 minutes, so I'm just paying attention. But I plan to do about 15. And so think about this now. What you have to realize, and let me tell you how a man will use you if you make 50 grand or more. Even if he make 6 figures or 7 figures, he will use you for your credit. He will use you because you know you frugal and you don't spend your money like that. He will use you for a down payment on a business, on a house, on a property. He will use you to still float him and help him leverage and help him build. And he may also know that what he does is volatile and is inconsistent. So if you are a woman with a consistent job, he knows that if whatever he's doing, because sometimes men could be making money and it's a good stock market. You know, he having success at trading, day trading. He having success with stocks. He's having success with real estate. Like all that stuff comes to an end. Like all that, and not necessarily end, but all that stuff have ups and downs. Like you could lose your shirt. Like you could be through for. And it come time to where you got to live. So it's like, I see guys online trading stocks, but it's like, okay, if you're gonna keep losing 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, it's gonna come a day you're gonna have to take that money out. And if how you making money goes way down, now you got to start borrowing from your stocks. Then you keep borrowing from your stocks, and that thing you know, boom, you rock bottom. But if a woman has a job in an industry where she can remain employed and she got a steady paycheck coming in, that man will be able to live off of that. See, for me, my wife don't work, and I don't think she really has an interest in working because it's been 20 years that she haven't worked. So it's like her having that flexibility and the freedom. But what she does as not working is she cooked 3 meals a day, and she got the house spick and span. And she take our youngest son wherever he need to go, his training, whatever he need to do. And so she do all of that. If she had to work, she got to work till 5. He get out of school 2:30. So then he'll have to go to extended day. So then we have to be paying that fee every day for after school extended day, then picking him up and all of that. And then he'll have to be leaving there. She won't get out to work till 5, won't get to him till 5:30, 5:45, 6 o'clock. And then he got practice at 6 o'clock. And practice is 20, 30 minutes away. So he got to change clothes at school or change clothes in the car, and then still be late to practice a lot of the days. And so her not working gives us a little more flexibility to do things like that. And yes, that is a luxury. And some women have to do exactly what I just described, and some women got to do it by themselves, without child support, without a man's income, without a man paying for it. So it get real out here, it get ugly. So I'm not against a woman having a prenup, because the woman is the receiver, the woman is the weaker vessel, the woman is the one who is supposed to submit unto her husband. So if she coming in with as much or more than her husband, and she's supposed to submit, it's like, how you finna submit and you could do more for the household than the man? So it's like, if you finna be submitting, then you at least need to be protected financially. Whereas a man dictates the situation, because if a man treat a woman right and he chooses a woman with this right here and the word of God, you never going through a divorce. But if you choose a woman with that down there and you choose a woman without consulting God, yeah, you could go through a divorce. You're gonna go through a divorce. And if you're not living right and doing right, if you love a woman the way Christ loved the church, it's impossible to go through a divorce, because the love of Christ is redeeming. The love of Christ, it makes you whole, it washes you, it cleanses you. So we as men have the power to love a woman like that. And yes, we can't match the love of Christ, but in the human realm, in our realm, we can represent Christ in that love by being temperate and patient and giving and forgiving and compassionate and loving and understanding and sacrificial, all of those things. And that's why the Bible says that. So that's how I protect my marriage. I love my wife harder. I love her better. I love her greater. I love her more consistent. If I have off days, if I have off seasons, I got to snap out of that, get out of that, and then I got to make up for whatever season I was in. And I got to wash her, knowing that Christ don't do us like that, but I'm human. I'm not Christ. So when I snap back, boom, I got to love her the way Christ loved the church. And that's what I want you to realize and understand. That's why I don't believe in men having prenup, because the marriage is on you. Like, you chose her, and if you chose the wrong woman and you got deceived by a Jezebel, you need to lose half of your money so that you could get a lesson and wake up and you could learn as a man. You losing half of your money is like being bent over and getting spanked, getting that belt the butt. And that's what you need, because if you don't get that lesson, you get to make that stupid decision, choose a Jezebel, and then not lose nothing, you're going to go and choose another Jezebel. So that's why as men, we supposed to want that. As a woman, it's different, because a man could cheat on you and you cooking, cleaning, swinging from ceiling fans, giving him all kind of sloppy toppy, you doing all kind of droppy boppy, you doing everything, and boom, still get cheated on. We see that every day. So that's just the reality of it. It's just a reality of, like, men cheating on millionaires. Like, they say Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. They say Offset cheated on Cardi B. Then they say Stephon Diggs cheated on Cardi B. Halle Berry can't keep a man. J-Lo can't keep a man. Like, it's millionaires getting cheated on and getting left. So it's like, a woman need a prenup. But you don't see millionaire men getting cheated on and getting left. You don't see that. If a man got money, man, that woman be now about to go through HE double hockey sticks. And so that's what you got to realize and understand. And so as a woman, if you make 50,000 or more, you got to take your time. You got to watch this man for 6 to 12 months, very, very closely. Keep your legs closed. And you got to make sure that all his stories line up, his words line up, his actions line up. You got to make sure that he is worth his weight in gold, that he's a man of integrity, a man of character. You want to also make sure he's a chivalrous man. He pays the bill. He don't ask you for nothing financially. He out here to get it. He's that type of man. You want to be sure of that. And you want to make sure that he's in a place to where he say, your money is your money. And if he got it, if he make it. Now, if he don't make enough and y'all got to put y'all money together, okay, cool, but you still got to watch him. It's like, bro, don't be talking to me like no dog. Don't be putting all that bass in your voice. Don't be doing all that right there. Like, no, bro, you getting beside yourself. Because if you need my money, then I'm gonna need your heart and your love and your compassion and all like that. Like, you can't let a man try to like need you for money and be being rude, being disrespectful, being whatever, but need you for money. No, buddy. Yeah, you got to calm down. You got to be emotionally intelligent, because if you ain't got no money, and even when you got money, you supposed to be emotionally intelligent. And that's what a lot of us make the mistake of. We get money and then we want to pee down, you know, on her head and call it rain because we got money. But now I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what the highest level of a man is. I'm gonna tell you, a man who could make money as a provider and then still talk to you and respect you and treat you like a queen. Talk to you and treat you like you pay his bills, but he made the money. That's a real man. That's a warrior. That's a warrior right there. That's a gentle warrior. That's a killer right there. That's a king right there. That's a man who knows who he is. He ain't got no insecurity. He know who he is. Hey, boom. I'm gonna get you flowers. I'm gonna rub your feet. I'm gonna massage your back, and I'm gonna give you some money. I'm gonna be breaking you off. Bop, 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 bop. That exists. It exists. It's a real thing. That's God. Think about it. That's how God is. God don't need you. God don't need you. You cheat on God all the time. Now, I ain't saying the woman cheating. Now, I ain't talking about in the marriage. Now, don't get beside yourself. Now, don't get beside yourself. Now, we ain't going to. But what I'm saying is, you sin against God every day. And he got everything, and yet he treating you. He giving you grace and mercy like you somebody. Like you doing something for him. So that's what I want you to realize and understand. With a man who is a king, a man who is a man of God, he gonna want to pour out into you and bless you and give to you, and he doing more for you financially, spiritually, emotionally than you can even do for him. And he receive what you give him, but he never take and put you down and break you down verbally or however, because he paying all the bills. And that's a mistake that almost every single man in the world has made. I mean, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, Icelandic, Antarctican, it don't matter. Like, that's a mistake that a lot of times the men, we get beside ourselves when that money go to flowing in. But they got to go, got a call, next call. And guess what? I'm in a season right now. I'm in a season of grind. So because I let y'all book sessions for $120, and it started at 2 o'clock and it go till 10 o'clock. So I told my wife, I said, listen, it's a season of grind right now. That's what God calling me to. Like, this a season of sowing. And I just got to do it. Like, and I'm back to back. Like, if somebody take up their whole hour, this young lady I just talked to, she didn't take up her whole hour. So she was done after 30 minutes. And so we was able to get on the phone 30, 40 minutes. So I had time to shoot this here video. So see, I'm multitasking. So when you say you ain't got time to do this, you ain't got time to do that, like, I'm sitting on here listening to people problem all day and coming up with strategies, and then still in between that, get on here and shoot a video. You got the time. You just don't use the time, but you got the time, so stop lying. Because God didn't make no mistake when he made 24 hours. Hey, God bless you. Scratch Your Booty, Get Glad, and Kickstarter in the thing, Tony Guys Family Foundation in the thing. I think my one-on-one right now, discount, it ain't in there. That's for just members and special groups. But God bless you, keep your head up. Check the links in the description, because I'll be forgetting stuff. So check the links in the description. Make sure I ain't forgetting nothing. Make sure you ain't forgetting nothing, so you stay abreast, because then you miss it and you be like, oh, Tony, you ain't tell me. It was in the description. God bless you, keep your head up. We'll talk soon.